Hello, good day, salutations, greetings. My name's Marge from Hilka Empath. Hilka, hey, Hilka, hey. I just like having these little talks, these little conversations on the way I feel about things, and I want to thank God for this day, for us all opening our eyes and taking in a breath. To receive data, yet another day, to input data. We got Benny here and Tutuk's under there. He's snoozing. He's sawing logs. So we might hear him buzzing away here in a little bit. He has a deviated septum. I slept real rested. I think it's because Jessie prayed for me. Jessie's a boater. She prayed. She said a prayer for me and Mom, man. It was the coolest thing. She's like, does anybody want to have anything to pray about? And I was like, well, I think she's talking to me. So I just stood right up and I'm like, well, since you asked, if you don't mind. Me and Ma are really looking for a place and we're looking for all the prayers. So thank you, Jessie Zoboter. And then there was like 15 people that were also in the room. So it was with her charge and their charge that all of our connection and my intent and their, heart space made a beam of light like a lighthouse. I always liked lighthouses ever since I was a little girl. They all have their own code so that the sailors know where they are by their code. And we're given codes in life. Go this way, don't go this way. What? Roadblock denied. Reroute, Mom and I are having a good conversation this morning. Benno. I was dancing it out in the backyard. You know what I'm thinking about doing? I'm thinking about it. I'm not going to say I'm going to do it. I think we'll just see if I do it or not. See, I live about 2.2 miles from the capital of Salem, Oregon, on the 45th parallel. That's a lot of freaking energy just in this city. And when you think of all the other major cities that are on the 45th parallel, that's a lot of So if I take the support that I've gotten, that has raised me in support and positive heart space and godly intentions that then I was thinking about taking my little headphones and like one of my little speakers. I got a couple little like Bluetooth speakers and stuff like that, battery operated, and just taking it down and making just a poster board. Go get a poster board. I got markers. Make a sign. Heyoka dance party for peace. Right under there, under that gold motherfucker that stands indignantly looking it down at everybody, reminding everyone that money matters more than people. Yeah, that's what that representation of that gold, just cut that thing in piece and into like 4 million bits, and whatever that's worth, divvy it out to the people in Oregon, because there's only 4.2 million people total that live in the whole state. And I wonder what that chunk of gold is worth up there on top of the capital. So I was thinking about making a sign, going out and dancing for peace. Yeah, and see people would come out and join me and have a dance party. See what peace is about, because we know what war is. We know what negative intentions are. We know what the evildoers. We know what all that is. We're about at full capacity of that, huh, Benno? So even if I do it or not, I dance in my backyard for peace every day. So it don't matter. I don't need a crowd. I just thought it'd be fun to do. For like an hour. I couldn't do it for too long. I can't leave Mom for too long. It ain't like a sun ceremony or nothing. I don't got 3 days to just go sit up and dance for peace. I gotta move. We got to move. We gotta find a new address. But we ain't tripping on it because Jessie prayed for us. That was really cool. Easy. Take it easy. Sometimes, no, Tucker's such a cool dog. They're all such good dogs, man. They're such good dogs. They're like Benny the Dick sometimes, because he is so honoring. I swear he was a catapulter in a past life. He gets stuff. I can't even get mad at him anymore. I just say, Benny, you are too smart for me. You're too smart for me. Like, if I leave something on the counter for a second, he'll be like, I'm so asleep. I'm the sleepiest dog in the world. And then if I turn my head, go out just for a second, he's like catapulting like a track and field star up onto the counter. He used to get stuff out of the kitchen sink, and like his legs are like this long. He's just, he's determined, man. That dog, he's bigger than a doxy. He's foxy and he got moxie. That's Benno, big face Benny. In a past life, he was a gangster, man. He had a pinstripe suit, you know, with his white cuffs and he just rolled up with his little derby. Was like, hey, what's up? Benny's here. You know, let's be cool. And then if people aren't cool, he freaking will eat their face off. No, he's clumsy. He's not malicious, but he will defend himself. That's why he's the best dog, man, because he knows how. The kind of dog that turns the other cheek is a good dog. Because he knows that he could do it, you know. So my buddy Rivet jumped on in a live last night. It was so funny. He's the first person that second person I know. The first one wasn't a very positive encounter a while back, but he's the first person I know from like Omaha that has ever gotten into chat and said hey. And it was hilarious because I was telling Mom about it this morning because it was after she went to bed. I said, Mom, Rivet got on and he said, I used to sleep with this chick. And it was so funny because it was true. We used to sleep, not in a totally platonic way. He's an Aries. He's a few years older than me. When I first was getting sober, I just, you know, I was in the Air Force still, and on weekends though I just had all this energy. I just had all this because I was newly sober, and it's just what happens. And you know, you start thinking, you know, and you get all this life force kundalini energy that you blocked off from poisoning yourself and toxinating yourself. Because it's just like the alcohol, but it's like the drunken hungries, and it's just all this shit that you do that goes along with it. He had a big dumb truck. He had a big dumb truck. He had a big old truck, Chevy. And just, you know, from Nebraska City, just heart of gold, you know. Was one of the first people that went to an event that they had every year, Eat the Big Pig. I never went because I like pigs more than I liked eating them and all that stuff. So, but it was always fellowship and camping in the school and stuff like that. And it got pretty big deal. A lot of people went every year. And Lake McConaughey from freaking... That's a stretch. It's a drive. I mean, and I've done it, and a couple times, there and back, and then some. And we used to drive around in snow because this was my first like real winter in Nebraska, and I was from California. Reading, like every 5 years we'd get 5 inches, you know, and they'd close school at 3 inches or something. And it wasn't like this. So he would drive around, take me out, and then we'd help, like, and then that turned into helping people get out of the snow and stuff like that. Just helping people get out of the ditches and stuff, you know. Like, what are you doing out here? What do you think, you know? And it just brought back all these great memories. He's having a good life, you know. And just remembering where all the points, because, you know, I always kind of just done my thing, but like the family stuff and stuff was never really my course. So I just always really got to live vicariously through other people, you know. And then I come back and I tell Mom, like, well, I remember this and that guy and this, and yeah, it feels good to share and engage with people. You know, a lot of people though I don't talk to anymore. I'm down to only like 400, like I don't have, like, I'm about ready to get rid of. See, the thing is I'm waiting for these interfaces to change. These places, you know, all these people that are less opportunistic and just want to connect people to make their interfaces. I'm still not seeing them. I look all the time. Social media interface, and it's all more of the same, more of the same, more of the same. So I stick with what I got until there's a better option for me, because there's just, you know, there's people I want to stay connected, that it's important that I want to. You know, maybe they don't. You know, but I let all those people fall away. They've fallen away over the last few courses here. People will realize it more and more. It was just 94343 that that we attract what we're like. See, that's why we always come across that song. You know, that song that hits us. That you know you like it just from the first time that you heard it, because you like the lyrics, you like all the music. It has it, you know, all of it. It's just you're in a good mood when you hear it. You just, you know, saw, you know, maybe your first kid was born, or you just met the person that you knew that you were going to spend the rest of whatever it is. That songs are like prints in timestamps in our mind. That's why they're so important. People need to get in the houses and play the elders the musics of the days of when they give them a reason to remember, give them a reason to stay on this earth and to continue to tell their stories. Give them a reason. Make them priority too. Everybody needs to be priority. Everybody needs priority. Everybody, the fear is going to fall away. It is. So why don't we just act like it already did? You know, I remember when I was learning about the ocean and the waves and respecting what the ocean and the power and the enormity of what the ocean is. See, I had a lot of near-death experiences when I was a little girl because I did dumb things. I just would like, I'm going to try this, and then it didn't work out, and I'd get hurt, you know. And it wasn't, you know, I mean, my parents did the best they could to keep, you know, my mom never believed in leashes and stuff like that, but she always understood why other people used it, because I'd just wander off, and I'd wander off. And the thing of it is I'd go off, and then I'd be gone because, like, Grandpa would be in his bathroom or whatever, and Grandma's at work, and I'd go wander off for, like, an hour and a half, like, a while, down the hill in the Atascadero and stuff like that. I'm going for, you know, I don't ever necessarily remember telling anybody I was going, and because that's the way we grew up. That's the way we were raised. Is, you know, go off and get up in the morning, eat something for breakfast, piece of toast or something, and then just go out and ride your bike all day long. Go out and play down by the creek, you know, and then stars would come out and stuff. Come back and get a bite to eat every now and again. Maybe go to a friend's house, get a handful of Cheetos because you never get to eat them at home. You know, the seasons are changing, and our clocks are changing too. So we're gonna like require more sleep. It's about time to hibernate, man. In the north, we're about to hibernate, and I haven't got my nuts put away for winter yet. I don't got a place to put my nuts for winter yet. That's hilarious. Oh my god. So, we just got today. I'm gonna call this nice lady back that I feel good about, and I got an idea to call a couple other organizations just to put out my feelers. See, because I got to go small. I go small in this sense. Like, there's a chapter before I went into the Air Force that Mom looked into. It's like women vets of Northern California or something like that. You know, just gotta keep moving forward. Benny's getting kicky. All right. So I posted a bunch of pictures up on frickin' social media mad at ya. I posted one. This is my new profile on Facebook. You can't see it. I put it on Instagram. And then I posted a bunch of photos on my Snapnacks on Facebook, too. A bunch of them. That's what I was going to tell you about, Sean, if you're here. Or if you're not, and see it later. Technology is so freaking weird. I just said F it and changed my iTunes password. And all my password. I just changed passwords today. I just said I'm not doing it no more. Because I started, and then it kept defaulting to, like, your iTunes is now being direct. You gotta buy from iTunes in Japan, and stuff like that. And I'm just like, nope, done with you. Change password. Whoever got what, you know. I got, whatever. People are dumb. They're bored. They're bored. People that go after other people and do like malicious things and like cheat and steal and all that stuff, it's because they lacked intellect and ability to use their energy in positive ways. Yeah. I hope they change their minds. Always come back to the light. Just don't be a dick. That's all it is don't be a dick. Don't take things that belong to other people that aren't yours. And that is even an intention. Like attention. Attention. Trying to take somebody's attention. I've seen it my whole life. The bide for power and attention. Because mom would always date guys that she would always give their attention to these guys over us, and they were scumbags. They were total dirtbags. The cream of the crap. Just scum. They always drank, get a wrong idea about something, and mom's mouthy. We were talking about this morning. She's 5 foot, okay? She was telling me the stories about the days when up in Northern California in the early 80s. That's a dark, dark time. A lot of Hell's Angels, a lot of freaking bikers, a lot of freaking cocaine, a lot of I don't give a fuck. I'm going to take what I want. You know, all that shit. A lot of Satan shit, a lot of Masonic shit. Just nasty, hard, dark place to grow up. There's a lot of beautiful light because it's protected by the 3 Shastas, understand? So, she'd go out dancing at, like, the places they go, Red Lion, places like that. She and her buddies go out dancing for the night, you know, and I get excited because maybe someone would take her out to dinner and then we'd get the leftovers. Little steak dinner with the dab of butter and maybe a baked potato, like from Jack's. Oh, mom's getting hungry. I got a couple of taquitos in there, maybe. That'll taste like a steak and Jack's. Never. Anyway, it's some good eats. So what was I talking about? She would go dancing at the Red Lion, and these big old dudes always want to throw around the dance, you know, show how big and powerful, you know, just big old, they like, or the guys, the big guys with the heart space of the protector, you know, little darling, whatever, or the heart space of the, you know, what didn't matter, the big guys always liked her, and she, you know, so, but she always led. See, she's Sagittarius. She's got like 4 placements in Sagittarius, so size, gender, sex, it don't matter. It's the spark that we got in us, and I only got a little bit of what she got. She bull. So she would freaking like dance, you know, want to lead. And she likes to tell this one in particular about this guy's like, ma'am, from where I'm come, it's customary that the man lead. And she's like, well, if you took me to some place I want to go, I'd be happy to follow. And I was just like, that was like her line, because people would always say, let me lead, let me leave. And she's like, if you took me somewhere I'd want to go, I would, you know? And I'm just like, that's my mom. That's my mom, you know? 5 foot, you know? It don't matter. Thing of it is the control freaks, they're like, how dare you? You know, stuff like that. But people are coming into their power. Just stand up, just say, you know, what are they going to do? Punch you in the face? Duck, move. You know? I just say whatever I think, because I'm not going to freaking let that fester in me, and I'm not going to get cancer because I think somebody's an idiot. And of course I know that I'm the idiot because they are a reflection of me, and whenever I look at them, I'm looking at me, and whenever I'm pointing at somebody else going, you're na-na-na-na-na-na, I got 3 fingers pointing back at me. It's dumb to be painfully self-aware. That's why people don't want to do it. It's act like they just go around acting like, I don't know, I didn't know, I don't know, I didn't know. Just be an ostrich and put your head under the ground and bury it in the sand. And everything will be okay. It's so stupid. Taylor, come back to the light. Get your shit together. You pissed me off last night, Taylor. I'm getting to the point I'm no longer going to be able to lovingly say you helped me through a breakup with your 1989 album if you keep freaking endorsing stupid freaking shit. Come on, come back to the light. Did he probably freaking stuffed your hair a time or two. I'm sure that's your norm. I mean, your parents freaking gave you away to the dark side. They consented to your toss aroundage like the seventh tradition basket, just like Britney. Dude, they didn't fail nothing, man. Their freaking parents did. Their parents did. And they just never had a positive example or were given a power, a God source. And maybe they have. Maybe they're coming back into it. Everybody's coming to Jesus right now. But the thing of it is people are coming to Jesus and Jesus is going, you gonna let me receive your heart? You gonna receive my heart? We gonna hang out, make heaven on earth? And people are looking at Jesus and going, yeah, let's do that because it's exciting. And then those that are fearful, that get confused with the vibrational frequency of love, that elation, that it's not all terror because we all had so much trauma, that some of us are like oh, that's too scary, I can't handle love, it's too scary, I don't deserve it, it's too scary, old programming, it's too scary, I'm not worthy, it's too scary, and then they go back into the ego side, into the darkness. So I pray that they all come to the light. Come to the light. Come live in a light bright where there's free will. You just can't be a dick to people, and you can't do or eat kids. You can't harm or perpetuate any of the systems that do that. Or animals too. Can't do animals. Can't harm animals. I was just talking about steak, but it's just like, there's less, I mean, it's just like, it makes it harder to eat steak, I will buy local. I would buy local. I would if I bought local, if I went down and it's just like, went to the farmer, the butcher, where the farmers in the local area, they brought their wares to sell extra, stuff like that. I'm about done with big business. The whole world's about done with corporate. I'm real excited about America coming back to Made in USA. That's when I kind of checked out of giving a crap about society or anybody in it. It was back in like when they started making Jackass 2 the #1 movie in America. I'm just like, they don't give a, that they don't these people are all over the country were drinking gallons of milk to see if, and the ultimate result is puking milk, and it's just like, what the fuck? Where are your parents to tell you don't be an idiot, or who was there not to say don't do that? And why don't people have their own voice in there say don't be dumb? But I didn't have it either. It took me. Shoot, I don't got it all together. Clearly, I don't got a place to live here soon. The God is putting things in order, and I am just letting Him. It's always been seconds and inches, and my whole life has always been seconds and inches. When I sat down with God before my incarnate, and I was like, oh yeah, let's just do this and all board, and let's just might as well just do this and this with a splash of this and a little of that. And He's just like, really? Are you sure about that? Oh yeah, I got it, because that's what my personality is. And then I get into it, and then I'm like, oh shit, I'm over my head. I'm in too deep. Take it, God. What do I do? And then He's like, okay, I'm going to navigate you through this course. Don't go this way. There's rocks. Don't go this here. There's a marauder. Don't go this here. There's somebody behind the corner. Don't go this here. Somebody acting like they like you, but they don't. And that's going to draw on your energy. Don't watch this. It's going to take your spirit. Don't use these intoxicants. It'll allow demons and the devil to come in, and you ain't going to act right. And I did all these things in my life, year after year after year, where I'm like, oh, I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to do it. I'm going to try it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to try it. Because I'm a spirit having a human experience. And all these experience was just like to beat me back into submission, back into my freaking true design path. And that's just like, you got hurt by a lot of shit, Marge. You were a hurt freaking human being. And none of the stuff was your fault. You didn't ask for it. You didn't deserve it. And all that stuff. And Marge, you're going to heal. Because God's going to help you heal, Marge. And then you're going to help other people heal. Because there's a lot of people that are hurting just like you. They haven't been seen the things that you've seen, but it don't matter. Because that vibrational frequency of fear, it's all the same. So anybody that I meet has ever lost a pet, I hurt like you. And I'm going to hurt like you a lot more in the years to come, you know. The thing of it is hurt heals. And when we have God, that the powers, like growing back fingers and stuff like that, healing. I love Jessie's stories. Her sermons, they're a testimony, you know, of hearing accounts of these things. And I believe I believe all accounts are true. I do. I appreciate the woman that I spoke with yesterday, who was big in, you know, was always, that was prominent in the early childhood development, you know, and would listen to the kids and the stuff, because it's the deniers. It's the deniers. Oh no, that doesn't happen. That doesn't happen. Oh yeah, it happened to you, and it's happening to them, and the system that's perpetuated it. There's so much healing that's about to happen, but first, the pains and the hurts have to freaking be revealed. I burned my leg when I was like 15, boiling water. Had to go to physical therapy where they put my, you know, it was 3rd degree because the shoe burnt down the skin, because the water got stuck in my British Knights high top tennis shoes, and then I couldn't get my lace off, so it cooked. So it was 3rd about on the base, and then it was 2nd from like the knee down. And they scrubbed. I had to go over and they scrub. You sit it in a whirlpool for like 20 minutes. That felt really good. It's the after, when they'd scrub all the dead skin off. They're in the stuff, and they're like, "Oh yeah, 3D burns. You can't feel." Yeah, you fucking There's nerve endings all the way down. That's a bunch of shit. That's something that other people, doctors, say that to themselves so they can ignore the freaking people. You know. I ain't never had kids, but I've been through a lot of painful situations. Falling 25 feet and landing on my ankle at a 45-degree angle. And my ankle didn't break. But I tore all my tendons. And then that was when I was 15, and that wasn't fixed until 15 years later when I was in my 30s and had it operated on in the Air Force. And the doctor did the Brostrom procedure, said that, because there's 2 tendons in your ankle, one that goes down to the side of your ankle, and one runs to the front of your foot. And the one was completely severed, and the other was hanging by like a thread, like the various part of the tendon was still intact. That's what keeps your foot with the bottom of your leg, you know. And it rolled out and I was running in the Air Force. I was, you know, I lived my life. I just walked it off. I turned it, you know. Some of us is just, we are just always told to because other people can't handle, you know, the insurmountable amount of pain that I've been overcome in my life. They can't handle it, so they just deny mine. So I just act like I don't have it either. Yeah, it don't hurt. Go ahead, hit me again. It don't hurt. Do it again. It don't hurt. Do it again. You can't get me. Do it again. Do it again. That's all you got? I keep getting up just like my mom. That's it? That's it? I thought you were a big, strong, tough guy. You know? That's it? That's all you got? Girls too. Girls too. That's all you got? That's it? Aww. You must not have been hurt that much if that's all you got. Let me tell you something. No. I just want people to heal, you know? Because that's the thing, is when I let people go full board on me. Let me have it. Tell me what a piece of shit I am. Just let me, because they're letting it out, because they're letting out all the hurtful, ugly shit that they've been collecting in their program their whole entire life. And at some point, they come to that realization. Then I can break down with them, help them when they break down, and then we can both build up again in light. Yeah, it's so healing is a beautiful thing, man. It is hard as fuck. It is hard as fuck to not be pissed at other people that harmed you, that held you down, that put their control and their dominance. It puts a heat in people. Heat. I didn't have that heat in my feet today. See, heat is fear. Heat is anger to me. Heat is also warmth, and heat is love, but it's a different kind when it generates like this. I didn't have it this morning. I burned so hot. If I sleep with other people, there's been people that I've laid next to, and then the next day, I'm transmuting like especially if they're the kind of gal that even their memory foam mattress can't keep track of all the high traffic, area of just the bed, the busy girls. No, it was like the last person I slept just slept with in the same bed, like the same rivet style, platonic, not It was like that, and I will, and the puddle. It was like a puddle. I would just saturate it. I was just all energy. That's why I'm always regulating heat. Kids like me, we walk around with one sock because only one of our feet's hot, but the other one wants to be cool. I like hoodies with zippers because I can regulate temperature, heat. I lose my hat in the winter a lot. I misplace it. It's hard because I wear a lot of hats, but then I take them off. I like to stuff them in my hoodie pocket, But see, now it's shifting, so my wardrobe shifts too. I get to put on I like tights last night. I put tights on last night. And then this morning, I got all this heat. I got all this energy. So that's when I went and had my dance party in the backyard. And I came in and I was like, Mom, this is when I got to be careful. Because this is when people get sick because they have all this energy, this Kundalini life force energy. Gather the nuts for the winter. Gather, the astrological planets get ready to settle in, get all that last work done and stuff, Do all that last ditch. Get it ready, and my train of thought just derailed. And so it's all this extra energy for now. But if people overshoot the mark and they get hot, then you get sweaty, then they get a chill, and then you get a sniffle, So I'm going to take some extra vitamins and stuff today, and maybe get some orange juice and just kind of shock my system a little bit to kind of give it an enhancement. Just maintenance. It's just maintenance, man. Everything is maintenance. You got to take care of your body. You got to take care of your cars. You got to check fluids. I got to check hardware on my transmission pan. She's got a little leak, and I don't like it. So it's not even a leak. It's more of a drip. It's a drip. It's not even a leak yet. So. Anyway, just got to take care of stuff. Got to make phone calls. Got to meditate. Got to make sure. Mom had waffles this morning. I'm going to make her some. I'm going to make some victuals today. Make up some chicken and rice and some black beans and make like a tostada bowl. I'll just fry up some those little mini taco truck corn tortillas and we'll eat them with that. We grub around here. We grub. Like, Mom, I'm trying to fat you up for winter. And she's like, can we just say you're trying to make me healthy for winter? I'm like, yeah, I guess that's kind of Hansel and Gretel-ish. I remember I saw Hansel and Gretel. I was probably 2-3 years old. I was very young, maybe 4. At Cuesta College, they did a production of Hansel and Gretel. I always like going to plays. We'd get to go to... On occasion, we'd go down and see Grandma and Grandpa, and at Atascadero, they'd take us down to Santa Maria for the melodrama. And it was really cool because the people that acted in the melodrama during the break and the intermission, they would also be the staff in the snack bar and stuff like that. So it was pretty cool. And then I grew up and I just liked shows. I wanted to be in shows. I wanted to do shows and stuff. And then living in Omaha, I got to see a lot of shows. So many shows. And now a lot of the people I see, I'm like, well, I can appreciate who they were then, but I don't really like what they've become. But I can still appreciate them for the experience and the camaraderie and the high vibes that I had with them then, A lot of shows. Dolly Parton. Saw she's going to do, at 75, she was going to do Playboy or something. Just don't. Just please don't. She was always an angel on this earth, but I understand that, that sex sells, and, well, I would like to see her not. But she'll still always be that angel on this earth, you know. Because I grew up and I grew up watching freaking Best Little Whorehouse in Texas and you know, all those movies, 9 to 5, all that stuff, you know. So it's we all get our programs, you know. It's what we do with the program that we get. Here's another one. Yeah. Uh-oh. It's Footloose. Uh-oh. Everybody's got a Footloose song, right? I got a Footloose song. Or dance. Everybody has a Footloose dance, right? Not song. Everybody has a Footloose dance. I got a Footloose dance. Original. I would never. Some movies I will never see the remake. Why would you even do that? You can't. It's like. Anyway. Where was I? What's going on in the talkie room? Enough about me. Is this a conversation? Nice. Cooking up beans right now. Hello, Naked and Laughing. Thanks for praying for us. Yeah, I get stolen. That my last Nikon got stolen. Mom and I went down through an ant hole this morning. I was looking at, because I don't even like. I notice people's cameras and the brand of cameras they use, and people that use Canon, I'm not usually in alignment with. Mom, this morning when I got up, I just started CSI. Just started season 1 over again. Cause she likes Longmire the most, but she's like CSI and sometimes Grey's Anatomy, just stuff like that. So we mixed it up today. So CSI started over, and I never liked it because I lived it. It's just all a bros club, man. It's all a freaking bros club, and I don't fit into bros clubs. I don't fit in with the pretty girls. I don't really fit in anywhere. So when I started it over, they were taking pictures, and the team was using Nikon, and I said, Mom, I never really liked Canon. I never even really used Canon, but the name Canon. What's a Canon do? It blows things up, shit up, right? I'm like, it's so destructive. So I went and I looked up Nikon. Where's Nikon? Where is Nikon? Where's my window that I looked it up? I don't want Facebook. Oh, hell. Nikon. Too hot, bud? At least it's out of Japan. I don't want corporations. See, that's the shit, man. They never give me... So you have to go Nikon defined. It's based on an actual word, you fucking idiots. The camera company didn't make up the word Nikon. I just looked it up a little while ago. Nikon at dictionary.com. See, here it's a patriarch of Russian Orthodox Church. When I looked it up an hour ago, it was a Greek word. See, based on it was like Greek for victory or something like that. So it depends on who's in charge, and how they feel today is what is going to be put on our screen to educate us. That's why I don't think anything is ever true, because I just worked in IT too long. I just know it's run by mostly idiots. It really is. It really is. Technology is so convoluted. If your shit works, good for you. Keep your stuff updated sometimes. Change your password every now and again. Good for you. Go into, if you got a Windows machine, go in the search window, type in %, it'll open up your little hidden little files and shit. Clean that place out every now and again. You'll be alright. All that scan and shit. When people put scans on their machines to track their data, you are giving a company permission to get at all your data, to scan all your data. It's weird. VPNs? Yeah, okay. Yeah, I use them from time to time, here and there. But, you know, everything is out there in the, you know, people usually use VPNs and stuff like that to look up stuff that they shouldn't be, to hide about stuff. And I don't live my life behind things. I live my life out loud, because when you live in the shadows, that's where all the secrets are made and shit, and that's where all the nasty stuff, that's where the deals come in, and the corruption and all that stuff, you know. The greedy and seedy, man. Look at all the stuff all the products that aren't going to make it to the new earth, you know. Look at all the stuff we're not going to see on the shelves anymore and stuff like that, just because when people come from a heart space of greed and seedy and just perverted and just nasty and just gross and all of that stuff, just people that care so much more about power, control, domination, money over people, spirit, they're gonna have a real hard time in the next little bit. And you know, at some point you just can't even feel sorry for people anymore from the choices they make. Lord knows people stopped feeling sorry for me a long time ago, and just kind of sat back and just watch her twirl, just watch her go. Let's just see what Marge is gonna do. Oh dear, she's really losing it now. That's the thing, is I never really lost it. I recognized that I was losing it, and then I took all the pills that the VA gave me away. I tapered off myself, because I know that you don't just stop taking pills. No, they put them in gel tabs. So I would take the full amount, and then what I'd do is I'd open up and I'd pour a little bit out, and then take that much for a week. And then after that, I'd pour a little bit, or a couple weeks. And after that, I'd pour a little more, and then taper myself. And then I wasn't doing it anymore. And then I wasn't thinking the freaking stupid shit. Like, because my conscious would be like observing my thoughts, going, what the fuck is this? You know, it just never lined up. And then my conscious was like, you know, you can't take pills, you can't drink, you can't eat shitty foods. You are so sensitive, you can't do all this stuff, because it sends my system into a wall. And then when your system is uncalibrated, then your mind is just freaking, well, we see, because look at the world. Look at the world. It's not because everybody's living God in glory. It's not because of that. No. No. I used to go to New Life Thrift in Omaha. You know, and then I hear people, and then I get triggered, like, when people take their shit to Goodwill. Why the fuck would you take your shit to Goodwill so they can mark it up like a gazillion %? There are fucking homeless tent cities all over the place. Drive it to the fucking tent city, leave it there with them, with the people that need it. But when you get a tax write-off, you get a receipt, you get a flag that says, "Look at me, I donated today, I helped. You want to take a picture of yourself at the Goodwill? Say, look at what a great person I am, I donated." So these profit whores can fucking change the labels, change the font on the signs, repaint the parking lots. The savings never trickles down to the people. I went to a supermarket I haven't been to in probably a year and a half. Roth. Just because it's just like that. 3 items cost me $16. I got a small bottle of ginger beer, non-alcoholic, just ginger beer. I got a thing of cheese and a little container of pineapple upside down cake. I got a picture of it. It was really freaking good. I put it on Instacrap. It was really good. Mom and I grubbed on it. I didn't say it, but for 3 items for $16, okay? And the cheese was good too. That's why I went there. It's because they have freaking snooty cheese. Snooty people cheese. But I like snooty people cheese. Because I'm a food snob. I just think that they are the snobs for charging as much as they do to provide a good, decent product. So, no, 4. I got mushrooms too. 4 items. I got mushrooms too. And so, but they're always like getting new shelves and new. They're always like putting money into the store, but it just change. It's just they waste all this shit that they just updated. You know, it's just a constant. It's just more land for, and the savings never goes back to the people. But you gotta understand, this store is the people. They freaking service a lot of freaking really important people in the community. All you have to do is ask them. Those people that are null and void, that are plastic as fuck, they don't know about spirit because they lost theirs a long time ago. So they don't know how to recognize it when people come up to them and try to connect on a heart base, and they're like, no, I can't connect with you from the heart. I shut my heart off years ago. I turned my heart off to God, spirit, source, love, light. Shut it down because it hurts too much. So they go around now creating cognitive dissonance and pain and progress impedance and just not helping people just because they're just doing their job. And then they eat too, then we eat too much. I was one of them. I'm not saying they, because I was one of them. I've impeded people's progress. I've done it. What can't I do for you today? That just popped into my head. I've never said that before. But that's like the heart space of like, yeah, I'll be there. But first I'm going to go to the bathroom. I'm going to go do this. I'm going to go do that. I'm going to stop by. You know what I mean? It's like people just really got away from the service part of it, you know. I hear when people tell me like, oh my God, I'm so crazy. I'm so this. I'm so that. I'm like, go bake some fucking cookies and bring them to a neighbor. Why don't you stop thinking about you? And start thinking about what you can do for somebody else, and me included. Me included. Lucky for me, I always got Ma around. I got stuff I can do for Ma, and then Ma helps me think of stuff that we can do for other people on a bigger scale. And the world continues to go round and round. So that's about all I got for now. Hope you have a rad day. Peace.